Good morning. This is going to be the video for subtracting whole numbers with more than 4 digits using the column method. So we did addition yesterday, subtraction today. So if you have a look at this place value chart, it's got the number 7,315 represented there. It's asking you to do 3 calculations. Now again, if you are familiar and comfortable with just doing the column subtraction, just use these columns and do it. You may want to think about using place value chart, the place value chart to help you. So this one's fairly straightforward. You're just taking away. There's no having to borrow from your from next door neighbour. That's how we used to say it. So that's fine. This one, it becomes more tricky. You can do 5 take away 1, which would be 4, but you can't do 1 take away 4. So that means you have to borrow from there. And we're going to kind of represent that in this chart at the top here. Can I make that bigger? I don't know. Let's just use a highlighter. So if I borrow 1 from there, I'm going to cross that off. We move it onto this column here, and because 100 is 10 tens, we now have 10 more to add into that column. So if I grab that, so I've got, oh dear, it's got big. Okay, let's not do that. Undo. Let's just use something. Let's just use this. So then we get 10 more to go in there. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So you've got 11 there, and now you can, because you've got 11 there now, you can, and if you borrow, if you did it on here, that becomes a 2, and then that 1 goes on there. So now you've got 11 or 11 tens or 110. But anyway, you take 11 take away 4 would give you 7. So you just cross off 4 of those. You can do it that way, and then count what you've got left over. Okay, so that's that one. And then you've got similar ones here where you've got to carry here and you've got to carry here. So just remember you've got to carry from both things. So number 2, hopefully now you're more comfortable. They're just giving you calculations to do. And think how they've set out. When you've got a 5-digit number and a 4-digit number, think how they've set that out. And then 2 more over here. Then you're starting to put that knowledge into word problems. So you've got a family has £22,658 in the bank. They spend £3,600 on a holiday. How much do they have left? That's just a take away. And similar to here, it is 10,553 miles from London to Sydney. And is 9,929 miles from New York to Sydney. How much further away is Sydney from London than New York? So you just got to do a takeaway there and get the miles. Then moving on to this one. So we've worked a bit with part-whole models, part-whole models. So you've got the total, and one of the bits that makes up the total, you've got to figure out what's here. So it's just this take away this gives you this one here. And here we've got a bar model version of a different question. So you've got the total at the top. You've got these 2 here make up some of it. What is to go in there? So you could either take that away from that and then take that away from the answer, or add those 2 together and take that away from 23,000. Now you've got 2 here, so we've got a calculation. This calculation, Rosie's done that working, and this calculation, and Whitney's done that calculation. And they've both made mistakes. See if you can find them. For number 7, you've got A, B, and C up there. So just try and work them out how you think you would normally do it. But in each case, there's actually a kind of quickish way of doing it, which maybe means you don't have to write out a normal column method subtraction. But if you can't see that, don't worry. Just use your column method subtraction. That's why you know that method. Then you've got this question. So Teddy and Jack are playing a computer game. Teddy scores 55,890 points, and Jack scores 36,475 points fewer than Teddy. So how many points does Jack score? So again, just take that one away from that one. It gets what Jack scores. And and then you've got to add that, what you had here, with Teddy's score to get you how many points it scored altogether. And then here is just a word problem with cards. So Ron makes a 4-digit number with those cards. Eva makes a 4-digit number with the same cards. The difference between those numbers is between 1,000 and 3,000. So if you find pick a number for him, pick a number for her, and the difference has to be between 1,000 and 3,000 when you do the takeaway. What numbers could Ron and Eva have made? So there's more than one answer. Maybe see if we can find 3. Okay, hope that's been helpful. See you tomorrow.